Christianity is the greatest rescue project the world has ever seen. And yet, surprisingly, a majority of our churches are stalled or shrinking. Only 1% of our churches has figured out how to convert the sinner or bring a true lost person to the faith. That is a very painful thing. That was certainly what began to strike our church, our 85-year-old church in Seattle. We had always done well, and then suddenly one day we stopped doing well. And as we evaluated it, we were doing well because we were gathering the already saved. We came to the conclusion we did not know how to actually bring a lost person to Jesus. In our city of Seattle, literally 90% of the population are seculars. They have no church background whatsoever. And yet we were a great Sunday morning church, and preaching, youth programs, exclusive space for worship and religious purposes, a great campus, but it didn't matter. We were not on sociological Main Street at all. We got into a series of trying some things in different ways, one failure after another, until we became arrested by the way that the Apostolic Era did church. Jesus promoted that dinner table theology in such rich ways. Obviously, the Book of Acts church picked it up, and their house churches around tables became the manner of church. And then when Paul got the gospel ready for the Gentiles, it was these big agape feasts that church was done. The dinner churches of the first 300 years begin to grip us. In fact, Paul never planted churches as we understand them. He planted the Jesus story, and usually around tables. So we decided to go down and open up our first dinner church on a Thursday night at dinner time in a sore neighborhood about 40 blocks south of our church campus. And boy, were we in for a surprise. That room started to fill up with more seculars and strangers and sinners than our church had seen in decades. And they were fascinated with the conversation about Jesus too. Seculars are not against pure Christianity. It's churchianity that they loathe. And once we got down into a community space around a meal, talking about Jesus in that environment, they were great to talk about him. In fact, they enjoyed it and started asking the next week, what are we going to be talking about? We were able to take Jesus back to sociological Main Street, and it gave us a future of ministry. Felt like it gave us our city back. And that's what the Dinner Church Collective is all about. To help leaders rediscover Jesus's dinner table theology and the great richness that comes with it. And to help Christians feel a call back into the God family rescue business. And to help churches identify sore neighborhoods near them that they can take one of Jesus's great dinner tables to them so those individuals get a chance to go to heaven too. I welcome you to the Dinner Church conversation.